Hello, happy day to all you kiddos. I hope everyone is well today. I'm going to show you a quick craft that you can do. And you can be creative, like I always say, be resourceful. Use whatever you can find that you have available at home. I used a toilet paper roll, and I had some scrap orange paper. I needed a yellow marker, or you could use crayons, or you could even wrap it in yellow paper if you had it. And then you might want some glue stick or tape. For this one, I just used the tape. And you'll need your scissors. So what I did is I took my toilet paper roll and I colored it yellow first. And then I cut it in half. And then on one end, I cut just a little bit off one whole side. And then I cut that in half. And this is going to make my duck wings. And they're going to go in there like that. I haven't colored mine yet, though. And then for the top, I thought if you had pipe cleaner, you could use that, poke a hole in it. I happen to have a feather, so I poked a hole with a needle and just put the feather in there. I drew my eyes on, but if you have some of those cute googly eyes, you could certainly put that on there too. And then I had paper, orange paper, but you could color white paper orange. And I just cut out the bill. You can see how I did it. I just taped it on there, but I cut it out like that, folded it in half, folded down one side, and there's his bill. You can glue that on there, or you could tape it on. And I taped these two together. Again, you could glue that or tape it. And then when I made the feet, I took a bigger piece of scrap paper and I folded it in half. And then just cut it and glue it on. And I made mine nice and big because it'll stay standing up when I'm all done. First time I made them small and it just rolled over. So the only thing I'm missing are my wings. But yeah, be creative with it. Like if you've got these cute little fuzzball things, pom-poms. Thought it was cute, and I hope you have fun with that. I wanted to show you this, when I talked about Zoe's great grandma doing crafts, there's a cute little duck in here. This egg is probably, goodness, over 40 years old. But look at the detail. That is an actual egg in all the fine detail that my great grandma Cook did. Isn't that beautiful? So now I'm going to read the story of the Ugly Duckling. The Ugly Duckling. One bright sunny morning, in a corner of an old farmyard, a mother duck watched proudly as her ducklings hatched from their eggs. The 5 new ducklings were tiny and covered with soft yellow feathers. But the mother duck was puzzled because one egg did not hatch. This egg was much larger than the others. An old duck came waddling down the path and stopped to admire the new ducklings. "What is wrong with that egg?" the old duck asked. "I don't know," the mother duck replied, "but for some reason it won't hatch." The old duck looked carefully at the egg. "Well, that's a turkey egg," she said. "Leave it alone and go teach your new babies how to swim." "No," said the mother duck. "I have taken care of this egg for this long. I will stay with it until the duckling hatches." So the mother duck continued to sit until the large egg began to wobble and crack.
Finally, out came an unusual-looking baby bird. He was covered with rough gray feathers, and he was much bigger than the other ducklings. His feet were large and clumsy, and his neck was long and skinny. When the other birds in the farmyard saw him, they began to squawk. "What an ugly duckling!" honked the geese. "A very strange duckling indeed," clucked the hens. Even the turkeys laughed at the new baby. The poor duckling really did feel ugly. He made his way to a nearby lake to hide in the tall grass. He stayed hidden all summer long. One night, when the moon was shining brightly on the lake, the lonely duckling saw winged creatures gliding through the sky. 3 magnificent swans cast graceful shadows as they flew through the night. The duckling stood still to admire them. Slipped on the ice of the frozen lake. A kind farmer found him laying helpless and scared on the ice. The farmer wrapped him in his coat and carried him back to the nice warm barn. The duckling stayed in the barn, and the farmer took care of him for the rest of the long, harsh winter. Spring finally arrived. The farmer led the duckling out of the barn. The duckling had grown. Feeling stronger than ever before, he flapped his wings gently in the warm light of the sun. To his surprise, he flew right off the ground and into the bright sky. He landed near some reeds at the edge of the peaceful pond. He could hear children playing nearby on the bank, and once again he saw the lovely swans. This time they were drifting through the water. Afraid that they might laugh at him, the ugly duckling lowered his head in shame. As he looked down at the reflection in the still water, he saw another swan that was just as splendid as the others. After a moment, he realized he was staring at his own reflection. He was amazed at how beautiful he had become. He was not an ugly duckling. In fact, he had never been a duckling at all, but a swan in the making. He glided into the water and joined the other swans. When the children saw him, they began to shout, "Look at that new swan! He is the most splendid of them all." He was no longer an ugly duckling, but a graceful and beautiful swan. With his proud thought, his heart almost burst with happiness and joy. The end.
I'm going to sing a song about 5 little ducks. 5 little ducks went out one day over the hill and far away. Mother duck said quack, 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 but only 4 little ducks came back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little ducks went out one day over the hill and far away. Mother duck said quack, 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 but only 3 little ducks came back. 1, 2, 3. 3 little ducks went out one day over the hill and far away. Mother duck said quack, 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 but only 2 little ducks came back. 1, 2. 2 little ducks went out one day over the hill and far away. Mother duck said quack, 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 but only 1 little duck came back. 1 little duck went out one day over the hill and far away. Mother duck said quack, 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 but none of the little ducks came back. Mother duck went out one day over the hill and far away. Mother duck said quack, 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 and all of the 5 little ducks came back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I hope each and every one of you remember how truly precious you are and how very loved you are. I'll see you next time.